Happy Tuesday, YouTube. I hope you guys are all having a great day. You know, I started off my day with a bang, training a large family first group. And it's just exciting to see people that have never seen telesales virtual being done for the first time, just to see their reaction when they see a sale being made. And I made a sale on the phone with 15, 20 agents from Family First, and it was just amazing to do that. But it brings me to this topic. What's not measured can't be improved. And anytime you're learning something new, it's different, it's challenging, and it can really, make it hard for you to have success because you're getting into your feelings. And what do we do when we have something difficult? We tend to kind of push away from it. But again, what is not measured can't be improved. And that quote, I got it from one of my friends who posted that on one of her LinkedIn posts. And it just really hit me home because it's so true. 90+% of agents fail year one. And in most cases, it's not because they're lazy. It's not because they don't have the right carriers. It's because they're really not being intentional. They're really not measuring every step of the way. And what you see nowadays is managers or agency owners that just push leads so hardcore. Buy leads, buy leads, buy leads. I'm not going to mention no names, but when I first started on the phone, my cost per acquisition was $500 a day. I was given a phone script and the rest was on me. And their advice was, hey, call leads, call leads, call leads. If someone's not interested, just rip up the lead, buy a new one. That's very expensive. That's why it was costing me $500 a day to make one sale. And you know what I realized 10 years ago? I realized that a lot of agents were not going to be able to sustain that kind of model because it was so expensive. Think about it, $500 a day to make one sale. It's expensive. And what I started doing, I started taking notes. Every lead I purchased, every presentation I made, every sale I made, and more importantly, the sales I didn't make, I was taking more notes because I needed to figure out why I wasn't able to close those deals. Again, measuring in order to have improvement. And by doing so, over the last 10 years, my cost per acquisition went from $500 a day to under $150 a day before I see one application. And that's what my cost per acquisition is today. So for every 5 calls that I make one sale. That's typically where I'm at. And what does that cost me? Well, today it's going to cost me anywhere from $38 to $50 per transfer in order for me to make that sale. But the bottom line is this. A lot of insurance agents, they get into this business and they just go guns blazing, they invest money, and they crash and burn. And I'll give you an example. Last week, I had a nice lady hit me up. She told me she put up like $5,000 on her credit card, went out, put her heart and soul into the program, and only wrote 2 applications. Those 2 applications weren't enough to make a profit, much less cover her lead balance for the following week. So imagine that. She didn't make a profit and she didn't have enough to buy leads for next week. So she's in a situation where she can't go forward, and that's not fun. One of my goals that I have this month is to make 100 presentations. And again, I'm jotting down how many leads I've taken. I'm jotting down how many sales I've made and how many I haven't made. And so far, out of my goal of 100 presentations, I've made 7 presentations. I've worked 8 live transfers, and I've closed 3 applications for a total of $3,000 in annualized premium. In fact, one of those applications I did today in front of this big group from Family First, they were able to witness me close that deal. But I know what it costs me and what it takes to win. And guys, if you're not doing that, I encourage you to. I encourage you to be intentional and write it down. Get with your manager. If you're finding yourself making presentations and you're not making full presentations, then you need to really identify, why is it that I'm not finishing presentations? And you're going to come up with an improvement, with a breakthrough, because others are having success. And if they're having success and they put on their shoes just like you and me, you can too. But it brings me back to the comment my friend said. What doesn't get measured doesn't get improvement. And it's not easy, trust me, to get criticized, to get constructive criticism. It's not easy. And it's worse to not make a profit, especially when you put that green money up to buy your leads. It sucks. So if you would like to see how it is that I work throughout my day, how it is that I take down my notes, how it is that I work through my transfers, I would love the opportunity to show you firsthand. What we'll do is we'll jump on a Zoom and you'll start seeing me take calls and you'll start seeing me engage with clients. I'm not saying I'm going to close every single one of these, but so far this week, I'm closing 40% of my calls. And that pays the bills. Not only does it pay the bills, but it allows me to make a little profit and it keeps me in the game. And you know what? I've been doing this 18 years and it's been hitting me lately. Just how many years I've been doing this. And also it hits me to see that how many others that started with me, they're no longer in this business. And if you start taking a look around, you'll start noticing that there's a pattern of people that, 2 years ago, they were the toughest, the baddest, the best salespeople, but they're no longer in this business no more. That's because you will get punished in sales if you're not having success. This is one of those business that you can make a lot of money or you can starve to death in sales. That's why a lot of people don't make it. So I encourage you, hit me up, call me. Right now, I'm looking to contract people directly to my agency, and I make it very easy to work with me. I will show you first. If you like what you see and if you can duplicate what I do, then let's go to work. So with that said, my friends, you guys enjoy your week and let's crush it. I'm going to be, taking accountability, measuring exactly what I'm doing with these 100 presentations. I'm going to be documenting it because I've always had this one thinking. If I can do it, you can do it. Let me help you. Peace.